How's it going? So, I'm gonna come on here and talk about something really quick. In my life, when I've gone through tumultuous events, and there has been a massive number of them, and this is gonna sound crazy for some of you, right? Okay, I mean, it is what it is, okay? But we all have somebody, right? Like, most of us have a partner, most of us have kids. A lot of us have friends and family and people that we can go to, and support networks, and ways to go and vent if we need to, or go and talk to about events in our life, or maybe we have a counselor or whatever that we can go to. Well, for much of my life, now I'm not going to say that I didn't have family and friends and whatever, but in the last few years, I found out so much about those people that I realized I didn't have those people on the capacity of which they were supposed to be, right? And so I found out really quickly, and whether I just wasn't paying attention to it in my younger years or not, which is probably the case, but right, lessons learned, right? Um, I learned that the only person that I could truly depend on for learning and growth and getting out of the tumultuous events was, instead of going to everybody, mother, brother, father, sister, whatever, for my support network, was my faith, God. Because there's not a time in my life, there is not an experience in my life that I can ever say that I actually had somebody that I can go to that would not judge, or tell me I was overthinking, or tell me I was being too much, or too intense, or too sensitive, or something of that matter, right? So instead of sitting down with me and allowing me to be my true self, right? And allowing me to express myself, and allowing me to 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 be real with them, it never worked out like that. The one person that I could go to was a really old gentleman. Um, he was a mentor of mine. He kind of became a him and his wife were absolutely awesome people. Um, kind of became like an adopted grandpa and grandma. They're both gone now, and have been gone for a while now. But I had to do a lot of learning and a lot of growing on my own. doing a lot of reading the Bible, doing a lot of going on walks, and going to the gym, and just finding ways to navigate these minefields on my own. Sure, there's counselors and there's all these people that I could have went to and so forth, but they wouldn't have been able to understand, right? Trying to get a stranger to understand stuff and things that you're going through is like, well, is like putting your hand in a meat grinder and expecting it not to come out a pile of mesh. So I guess what am I saying here? Well, sometimes when you're going through something, and this is going to sound really weird, I know everybody's going to be like, well, what the hell? No, okay. Well, so stop and listen. Don't react. Listen to what's being said. Right? So when you're going through a tumultuous event, okay, this is a concept that a lot of people could probably benefit from, right? So don't listen to react, listen to understand, okay? When you're going through a tumultuous event, and it could be anything, divorce, loss of a relationship, a fight with your mom, I mean, whatever it is, there's the list again, right? The only way that you're going to find the answers that you need to find is in here and right here. Because what I learned and what others have told me through their experiences that they've brought to me, and I've sat down and listened to them and so forth, is they've mirrored back what I already knew the situation was, right? Because I've already been through all that. I've already dealt with all that and navigated all those minefields. But they found out too that bringing other people into the mix, right? You know, if you're having a problem with your spouse, so to speak, you go to mom or whoever and talk about it. And they too told me that brought more problems than it brought resolution, right? Because the more people that you have involved in a situation, the more chaotic it's going to be. Because once again, it comes back to if you have perspective, you're not any closer to the truth. You're not any closer to what actually needs to be known, right? You just have all these perspectives in front of you. But have you actually gained the truth or actually gained the facts or the info that you actually need for the situation that you're facing? So, the only way that you're going to find the answers that you're looking for is to go within. Go through the work yourself. It's going to be painful and it's going to hurt and it's going to suck and you're going to feel alone. But in the end, you're going to gain understanding on how to approach and adapt from the situation. It's the best free help that anybody could get. But, hope you're all having a great night. Love you. Until next time.